Hey everybody, it's Russ coming at you right here from the Tractor Supply Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. That's right, we spare no expense on this podcast. Sure, others come from Walmart and Kmart. We come from the Tractor Supply, supplying your tractor needs since 1912. Hey, this is Russ, and Holly's out at Big Lots right now. As you can see, there's Big Lots. Thank you. This is my studio, the car. The sun is in my face, and the sun is going down, so pretty soon you won't see anything but a dark shadow, which is probably good. She's getting batteries because we're going out. Here she comes right now. I see her. You'll see her in a minute. There she is. Come here, Holly Bobali.
Okay.
And so we're doing
How
an introduction.
Well, hey, Marissa. Oh.
She can't hear you yet. She's not really on yet. She's not introduced yet. There we got some cool looking light. Whatever.
Hey.
I like the way I'm all lit up, as it should be, and leave Holly in the dark.
Oh, no. Hi.
Because, as usual, you want the good-looking guy, the good-looking person, lit up, and Holly's rather homely, so, you know, leave her in the dark.
Hey.
You know, we can't both be good-looking, so clearly we know which one is the good-looking one. Just don't let her know. Just don't break her heart. We all know who it is. Okay, so, yeah, so we just, you know, we're getting ready for our big hunt tour this weekend. But before we do that, we have a special guest online. And this young lady is crazy. It's crazy. Why? Because she has been through McKamey Manor like 4 times.
4 times.
She holds the world record for coming through the world's most extreme haunted attraction, McKamey Manor. 4 times. What kind of a whack job would do that? Well, we're going to find out.
A really cool one.
A really cool one.
Yeah, let's give a round of applause for
I
one.
guess we're bringing her on.
The only, the very beautiful Miss Marissa Phillips.
There she is, Marissa! Woo! Look at her.
Oh my goodness, what an introduction. Thank you. Thank you. I don't deserve an introduction that nice.
You don't.
Yeah, you do.
You don't. You're right. You don't deserve any of that, but
yes,
that's okay.
She does.
The whack job part was pretty spot on, though.
Yeah, that works out. No, you know, but you got to take credit, man. 4 times coming through the manor.
Woo!
That is insane. And we were talking off air a little bit, and we're just going to have a conversation. Just be you. You be you. I'll be me, and Holly will be Holly. And we were talking a couple days ago about when all this madness started, and it seems to me like it's been a couple of years or 3 years or something that we've been doing this. And you told me it's been when?
So my first tour was September 26th of 2016. So that was just a little over a year ago. And as you know, shortly after I'm so sorry.
Puppy! You got a puppy dog!
Let's see your puppy. Bring your dog over. Let's see bring your pooch over.
I know you're angry. Dog me, come here. Come here, you just monster.
Let's interview your puppy instead. Let's interview your dog instead. What's your dog's name? What's his name?
Dog meat.
What is it? Dog meat?
Dog meat, yeah.
Dog meat. Okay. Only you would say dog meat. Oh my goodness. How long you had dog meat?
About 2 years. My routine is I go to the pound, I adopt the oldest little poodle I can. I keep it around and love on it until I have to put it down, cry for 6 months, and get another one.
I do the same thing. I find the oldest pooch out there, and then I adopt him.
Yeah, and then she'll put me down too. Yeah.
Hold on.
I know how that's going to go. And then.
Does your doggy like the brush? Because this doggy loves the brush.
I love that brush.
Hold on.
That brush.
Watch out all those fleas now. They get everywhere.
And that's like stuck in his head surgery scars, so you got to like really dig in there.
Yeah. Let's scratch it. This old dog needs a lot of puppy
You got that right.
love and puppy chow.
Where's my light? Here's some light. That's a nice forehead I got. My forehead looks about the size of yours right now. What's up with that? Man, you and I both got. I know, Rube. We got some big foreheads, don't we?
We do. Stuff. And I didn't want to have my head shaved to show it off.
I didn't touch your head. I did nothing to do with your hair, did I? I didn't do a thing, did I?
Oh, we had nothing to do with it. This is my I believe you face.
I have not. In fact, have I ever in 4 tours laid a hand on your little hair? Ever? No. Nope.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
I comforted you. I was nice to you when you were all flipped out in La La Land, but I never cut your hair because I'm just not that kind of guy. I just wouldn't do that.
Aww.
I'll have others do it for me, but I won't do it.
Russ the marshmallow.
That's right. Did you see your? I know you did, but what did you think about your last music video that you were the star of?
It was kind of frustrating because I loved it. I thought I saw how much work you put into it. I loved the editing. I loved your music. For just that short few minutes, it really was a good representation of the show. It was. But the problem with it is it was so gruesome. I mean, especially compared to that first movie of mine that SDSU came out with. My fiance can't stand to watch the whole thing. My dad can't stand to watch the whole thing. When I went to show it to my little fan club at work, only 2 of them stayed through to watch the whole thing. It's so gruesome. It's weird to see. Like, is that me? What? Is that really me?
Man, you had some serious snot working, didn't you? Though.
I'm good at snot. I'm not. If only I could get paid for my snot.
That's some serious snot. But the real question was, what did they think of the song? That singer, he's pretty good, isn't he?
He's all right. He's not great, but I think I'd hire him to be a DJ at my wedding.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Are you getting married? When are you
yeah, you know. So give the big announcement.
We set this out so far because I wanted the official day is July 15th of 2019.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
Hey. And then Marissa asked me to
have him DJ at your wedding. Marissa, have him DJ at your wedding.
I guess if I can't find a better DJ, all right, I guess I'll deal with Russ.
You got to find those budget DJs out there. Those, you'll see them out there. They're on the street, not doing anything. And
at Hollywood?
Hey, I'm sorry. Tractor Supply.
I am. Yeah, because nothing but the best for you. Because, I could have you know what I'm saying? This works out good. Downtown Lawrenceburg from the Tractor Supply place. This is good. This is like high-end quality stuff.
This is where Russ just dumps me when he can't stand me, and I just have to walk 30 miles back home. But usually I hitchhike.
Yeah, she hitchhikes and finds somebody else.
You're like marathon jogging the whole way.
It's funny, she actually did try to jog from the gym to home, and I tried to talk her out of it because I knew she was going to get harassed. And sure enough, she drove. She made it like, I don't know. She hiked. I don't know. What'd you do? You 8 miles, 9 miles.
Yeah, it got dark, and
so I had to come look for her because I got worried. Of course, everybody's trying to pick her up on the side of the road and stuff, and
I was like,
so ridiculous.
Hey!
No, you weren't doing that.
Just to be fair, I totally would have been one of those perverts trying to pick her up.
Yeah, no.
But at least you would have had all your teeth.
Yeah.
They aren't as pretty as yours, but I got them all.
Yeah, that's why I can't let her out. That's why, you can't blame me. I can't let her run around by herself because everybody and her brother tries to snack her, and she's a little thing, so you just pick her up and you put her in your pocket and she'd be gone. So she feels, so she's kind of like lassoed in out here. I have to keep the reins on her, but I'm only doing it because I love her and I don't want her to get abducted, because it could happen out here, no doubt about it. So
they do make those leashes for children. I recommend you. Actually, maybe that's what I should get you for Christmas.
That'd be a long leash.
Make sure you use your bedazzler and stud it. Make it like rhinestones and everything. Make it pretty.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. So, anyways, what are we talking about? Who knows? So, Marissa has been through the manor 4 times, and she's going to go again because that's the kind of girl she is. So, explain a little bit about yourself to those fans who don't know who you are and why you would do something like this. And, if you've learned anything about yourself, and kind of explain about the tours a little bit. And please tell me one more time how Extinction was the weakest of the bunch, because I cannot wait until you see your full Extinction tour. Because every time, see, this is a little inside joke with myself, because every time Marissa does a segment about, well, what was the tours like? And she always says that Extinction was kind of weak. But so I want you to watch the real video when the real one comes out, which might be on Halloween if I get my computer back. And I want you to watch and just see how weak it really was. So go ahead and tell us about yourself, Marissa.
That was a whole lot of questions. How am I supposed to answer all that? But I'll figure it out. My name's Marissa Phillips. I live in Woodland Park, Colorado. I'm 26 years old. I have a fiance and 2 stepkids. When I first took my very first McKamey Manor tour, I was working at a laundromat, and then I was also working as a pizza delivery driver. After I finished my tour, I got a really awesome job, the best job I could ever hope for, as a junior engineer at a manufacturing company. I love that job. Just celebrated my 1-year anniversary at that job. Thank you. I'm really happy about it. There's too many questions there. Why do I do this? I don't know, but you are right. I do want to do this again.
Of course you will.
Really, every month and a half, 2 months, 3 months, I start getting a craving for it. And dang it, if only you guys would be right in Colorado, in Woodland Park, Colorado, then I'd be there every weekend.
I know, right?
That's true.
So explain to people what it really is. And I know it's different for everybody. And what is it not? And what's the manor mean to you taking the tour this many times? I mean, has it been good for you? Been bad for you? Do you get a lot of hate from it? Do you get a lot of fans from it? I mean, what's the scoopy doopy, Poopy?
I am a little bit of a sensitive snowflake. There's been a lot of hate, and really mean hate, and I hate that. It legitimately does hurt me. I don't like that kind of publicity, and that's not what I went for when I first signed up for the tour. Really, all I want to do is do a creepy haunted house and then be left alone. That's what I want. But haters find a way to hurt my feelings consistently. Yeah, and so I pretty much just ignore them. I avoid all the groups. I almost never look at social media because it just hurts my feelings too much.
I was going to say, though, you know that anybody, more than anybody, anyone who takes a tour becomes a little mini celebrity of their own. So if you don't want to be in the limelight, do not take a McKamey Manor tour, because everybody follows it. Everybody has their own little 2 cents. The peanut gallery loves to get in, make all their comments. So what kind of garbage were they attacking you on? I mean, they attack everybody. I'm all used to it. We're all used to it. But what kind of nonsense are the LICs? And what's LIC stand for? What is it? Say it with me.
Low information crowd.
There you go. We live it, breathe it every single day. So what's the LICs hitting you about?
I guess, well, so I will say, to begin with, I knew that there would be attention and I would be in the limelight. You can't do something like this and not be in the limelight. But, I expected, I would do my tour and then it would fall off and then everyone would forget about me. Since I've done this so many times now, people haven't just forgotten about me. In terms of the rumors and things they say about me, They say I've slept with you. I'm pretty sure your ex-wife, ex-girlfriend,
Ex-wife? Wait, they clear
thinks
that
I
one
like
up.
seduced you away from her. So I don't know exactly what was the situation with Carol, but as far as I can tell right now, is you and her were roommates. You guys had some kind of romantic involvement before, and she got really jealous when you spent time with me.
Wow,
and so
you're a homewrecker. You're a little homewrecker, aren't you?
what can I say? You know what? Actually, I will defend that one because that one really kind of bothers me. There's no such thing as a homewrecker. There are homes that are already destroyed and people who want to blame it on somebody else. So that's my stance there. That being said, I also want to say it's hard to go through this tour and not get an emotional attachment to the people you interact with. And so, you know, I have a certain softness for you, Russ. I appreciate everything you've given to me, but you know, it was never. We never had sex. It never got to that level. We just enjoyed our time together, and that was it.
Hey, we held hands at a pizza parlor.
We did hold hands at a pizza parlor. We did.
That was cute, wasn't it? Because I was like, Marissa, I haven't held hands for 15 years. And she let me hold her little hand. And I was like, oh, that was pretty cute.
Russ,
so
I have a question for Russ. Russ, how do you keep all these ladies away from you? How do you have all these hot women?
There is none. I tell you, this guy, she thinks I get all this attention, and I do not.
It surprises me. You're so handsome.
Oh, yeah, so handsome. Yeah. Yeah. You'd like people with like 5 teeth. I'm a handsome lad. So, but, yeah, it's pretty funny. So what else do they rag on you about? Because I love the fact that they think that you and I are in cohorts of everything, right? They think that we are absolutely setting everything up, and I just got to say, I like Marissa coming back to the movies because for me, it's all about the movies. You'll hear me say that 8,000 times. And Marissa is like one of my favorite stars because when you come through a McKamey Manor tour, I'm looking at you like you're my movie star. And I want people that are going to give me a good show, real good show, not a fake good show. And I want genuine emotions and stuff. That's why Holly is so good at these haunts that I take her to, because she just gets so freaked out for real. And Marissa does the same thing. Marissa gets really out of her mind, freaking crazy too. And that's what makes her tours worthwhile for me. If she was boring, then I wouldn't have her back. But she's like genuinely a nutcase, just like Holly's a nutcase. That when they go through, they lose their flipping minds and they don't know where they're at and they're hallucinating.
Why don't me and Marissa do a tour together, Russ?
Because you wouldn't last 3 seconds. Oh, you might now. You might do better now. You've done some extreme stuff this last month. So yeah, that'd be a fun tour. You and Marissa going through. That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
So that's why we have Marissa back, is because she makes good movies.
And we love Marissa.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Extinction movie, like I said, will be released on Halloween in its entirety. If I have my computer back, Marissa's supposed to fix my computer, but she never did. But if so if my Mac is back, if it's running, then I will release it on Halloween, and then it'll be up for I don't know how long until YouTube takes it down, because it's pretty brutal. So I can't wait for your dad to watch that one. You need to have like a family night to watch that 4-hour version of Extinction.
That was my original plan, is when you finally released like a big movie of me, I was going to invite all my friends over and like, you know, have a first showing of it. Especially now I have this nice big house.
Yeah.
But after that music video, like I can't. Even friends, people who are friends with me, like weirdos, they can't handle it. And I honestly, I have kind of a hard time handling it too, just watching it.
Oh, it's brutal. This is brutal. It's like I said, it's my favorite movie because it's so personal and it's very minimal. Is that a word? Minimal. It's very minimum. Like it's a minimalist thing.
It is a word if you say it's a word.
I do. I can make up my own words.
Yeah,
I can do what I want to do.
absolutely.
But normally I have big budget sound effects in my movies and cool music accompanying everything, and everything's all. But not Extinction. Extinction is very quiet. Nobody's yelling. It's just me, Marissa, and the quiet one, which Marissa for the longest time didn't think there was a quiet one, but there was. And that's it. And it's a one-act play. Marissa never got out of the damn van, that famous red van. I had a lot of plans for her, but she never made it out of the van. So this is seriously like a one-act play where it's just very close-quartered, a lot of dialogue. So there's not any music in there per se, except for the intro and the credits. That's it. So for a minute and a half. Otherwise, it's just all Marissa and all
To be
us.
fair, I never said the safe word.
No, but to be fair, you were wacko and you were out of your mind. And so
I was wacko before I ever started the tour. I was wacko before I landed in San Diego.
You weren't that wacko. So being the good host that Russ is, and safety is always paramount, when I have somebody thinking a water bottle is a baby named Tyler, and she's kissing the water bottle, and she's seeing lizards and stars and stone walls, and yeah.
Hey, Marissa, that's my typical Friday night.
I know,
Don't
it's a
worry
Friday
about
night
it.
for you.
It's my normal
Yes,
Friday night.
I'm not alone. Love you, girl.
I got you, girl.
So it is time to pull the plug and then take another 45 minutes or an hour to bring her out of that. And so it's quite entertaining, but it'll make a lot of people mad. It made, you folks watching haven't heard the story, but when Holly first saw a rough cut of it, it made her so upset that she broke up with me. And for like 2 days, she didn't want me coming near her.
No.
Take me home. I want to get out of here. You're a psychopath and all that stuff. So she was calling me all kinds of names because she thought that was really what this Russ guy was all about. So it affected her, and she wasn't even in the dumb movie. So I know what will happen out there. So, but you need a viewing party. You need to bring mom and dad, your husband, the kids, not the kids.
No, not the kids. They'll give them nightmares.
You need to do it, man. You need to do it.
I don't know if I can. I'm thinking about it, but the music video, if that's any indication of what this movie's like, I can't do it.
But it's so well made. You're going to love it. And it makes me look like the biggest jerk in the world. So I made it
You
on
kind of
purpose.
are.
I know, I kind of am. But I made it so it makes me look like I'm the biggest meanie psychopath. All the rumors they say, man, I used all that stuff. So it makes me look like I'm just Jigsaw Unlimited, And so it's fun.
You're Billy.
Yeah, I'm Billy. And the fun part about it is that people are going to go, you see, I told them that. I told you that's what Russ was.
I told you.
And then-
Russ is all about this. I know.
And then what they don't realize is that who made the movie? Who put it together? Me.
Ruskins.
But you just watch. You watch. But you gotta have a viewing party. You gotta promise me. I'm not gonna release it unless you can promise me you'll have a viewing party with your dad. I want your dad there watching that one. Otherwise, I'm not gonna release it.
Okay.
Okay.
Dang it.
Just get a neighbor and just say it's your dad, and then there you go.
Pinky swear, right? Pinky swear. All right,
Pinky swear.
Because I want to, and you got to video your dad's reaction. You know how they do those videos where people are watching movies and stuff on YouTube, those reaction ones? I want to see a reaction of your dad, and I want him to review it. He needs to review it after it's all said and done. And Joe,
Oh my gosh.
I want Joe to do it as well. Joe's got to review it as well.
I can
needs to take
promise I can promise my dad, but somebody does have to watch the kids, to be fair.
All right.
I'll see. I will make sure my dad sees it. I will make sure I record something. If possible, I'll do a YouTube live stream.
That'd be fun, right? Because again, it's not gonna last long. Trust me, it won't stay on YouTube very long. They're taking my movies off. You've got to get me set up with that other thing. Please get me hooked up with that other thing you're talking about how to get my movies out there, okay?
I'll start working on that.
Because this would be a perfect one because there's nothing copyrighted in there. There's no music. This would be a good one for that. Now check it out. You and I have a lot more to talk about. So I want to do a second part 2 interview with you down the road here in another couple weeks or so. Are you game to come on and we just touched the surface and stuff, right? We have a lot to talk about.
We barely scratched the surface. So yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because I want to go over what each tour was about for you, how it happened, a little bit behind the scenes about, why you do this stuff. Because there's reasons why you do this stuff, and you get a lot out of it, both negative and positive. So I really want to dive into your psyche a little bit and find out what makes Marissa tick, that she's going to go 5 times. And it'll probably be more than 5 times. It'll probably be 6 times, 7 times. I don't see you ever stopping. Right? You're not stopping.
I told myself I'd stop. We'll see what happens.
And then you're also a reviewer for scurryface.com. Marissa's been going around to the haunted houses like I've been doing, but she's been doing it through Scurryface. And she's been reviewing. I think she has, if she doesn't have them up now, she will have up several reviews of haunts that she's gone through. So she's a haunter, so she likes this stuff. And have you seen any haunt yet that's compared to McKamey Manor in terms of pure terror?
There is one. I mean, it's much more milder than McKamey Manor, but it was scary enough for me to actually be like, "Whoa, this is wow. Intense. Maybe I should." What's that safe word again? Intense enough for that. And that was Slaughterhouse in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They actually, it was a contact haunt, and the actors were extremely good, and it was pretty, not McKamey Manor severe contact, but they scared the hell out of me. Nice, cool. Did you get any video of that or anything? I wasn't able to get authorized for video in any of them, which I'm so sad about. I mean, that one had some of the most superb actors I've ever seen.
Well, you weren't trying hard enough because I got authorization for all of mine. So how come I got authorization for all of mine and you didn't get any of yours? What's up with that?
Because you're Russ McKamey. Nobody knows who I am, and I don't even have a full-length movie out yet. So I can't play on the star power thing like you can.
That's true. Well, you will real soon. Okay, so I think I'm getting a word from Steve here that we are out of time, Miss Marissa. So, again, we just started our conversation. So, everybody on this podcast, I don't know the name of this podcast. Let's name the podcast. What do you want to name it? I don't have a name for what we do. Heart of Haunts. Heart of Haunts. That's the name of our podcast. That's what it'll be. And this is volume 3 of Heart of Haunts. And we're going to have Marissa on for another couple more for sure, because we have a lot to talk about, because she knows more about the haunt as a guest than anybody. Okay, we're at 30 minutes.
We love her. We love Marissa Phillips.
We got to go, sports fans. Thanks for tuning in to Heart of Haunts with Russ McKamey, with Holly and Marissa. Goodbye, everybody. Till next time, stay cool. See you on the flip side. Bye.